It doesn't have to be this chintzy to keep the weight down. What is wrong with these RV manufacturers that they make this stuff so darn cheap and worthless sometimes?
Oh, with every step my heart it pounds. Yes, so sure I've had my doubts, but I must keep pushing through. Yeah, I get up and I may fall right back down, but your love lifts me back to solid ground.
Okay, y'all, you'll have to excuse the mess because we're in the middle of making supper and tomorrow we move again, which we're looking forward to. But in the meanwhile, we've noticed this drawer a few weeks ago came out while we were traveling, and ever since then I think the latch inside of it is broken, which I just realized. See this? And then I was trying to figure out how can I replace this latch, and I need to resecure the board behind it, when all of a sudden I noticed this in the back corner. You see that? This is starting to fail. I already had to rebuild the floor in these drawers, in these cabinets. See? I used even heavier plywood than you probably should have, but it ain't going nowhere. So now I'm going to have to take everything out of here, put my tools in another location, and we're going to have to rebuild this. The good thing is when I rebuild this, it's going to be sturdy and ain't going nowhere. And I'm going to put in a 10-pound lock instead of a 10-pound latch instead of a 5-pound latch. But just share your stories below of just how cheap some of these things are in these RVs. I love grand design. So does Sean. This is a fantastic RV, but some of this stuff is just cheap.
All right, happy camper, what are you about to do?
As I said, the RV's a mess. We're about to leave tomorrow. I gotta take all this stuff out of here, find a new home for it, which we were talking about doing anyways. We were talking about where else can we put the tools. I don't want them in the bay. I want them in here where I can get at them when I need them. And no, I don't want a toolbox on the truck. No. We have a metal tonneau cover that makes it totally secure. I don't want anything else in the truck bed. Thanks, but no thanks.
Well, you just said you want to access the tools in the RV.
Yeah, I do. And you see they just put these together with these little staples. So...
Where's the staples?
You can barely see them. You see the little puncture marks? Those are staples. Alright, y'all, what I'm planning on doing, plan anyways, that's a key word, get another skinny board like this and put one here. And then just get some really thin wood screws that go into the edge. And down here, instead of staples, put another board here and put a skinny board here. And then that should be good enough. And this is where it's broken. So once I screw this in, it'll be good. And then this, let me show you this latch right here. This latch and its counterpart, this is like a 5-pound latch. They sell 10-pound latches, meaning 10 pounds of pulling force. So I'll take this and replace it with a big 10-pounder, and I have to reinforce that system up in there. You can show them what's behind the fireplace.
All right, this is what's behind the fireplace. So you kind of got some storage space back here.
Yeah, if you wanted to sacrifice your fireplace.
I mean, you could take the drawer out every time if you wanted to get to something. Not very convenient storage space, but you could set something back there that you might only use once here and then take the drawer out to get it.
Yeah. How you doing? What's going on?
Well, I'm glad I slept under the slides. We decided to change that to do it the morning of instead of the night before because we had a drawer problem. It's not a big deal, but you see this piece of wood that's part of that drawer that broke, and I swept it out from under the slide, and that could have caught and scratched the floor as the slide was coming in. So make sure you sweep right before you bring the slides in. That's our BDR PSA.
And what kind of day is today?
A travel day.
Where are we going? What's going on?
We are going, it's actually a 2-day travel day. This is our first trip. We're going to Monroe, I think it's West Monroe, Louisiana, to some is it aviation museum. I don't remember the first name. We'll put it across the bottom, and we're so excited. It's a Harvest Host, and they have a lot of, they said you can't just do the museum in an hour, so we're really rushing to get there because it closes at 4. It's over 4 hours from us, and that's Google time. That's not RV time, so we really want to get there.
Yep, we're looking forward to it.
Oh, and one other thing, while we were here in Livingston at Rainbow's End, one of our very good friends just checked the Wi-Fi, and our name is on the Wi-Fi, and she texted and said, "Are y'all in Rainbow's End?" And we're like, "Yeah." So we got to meet up with Christy, and it was so much fun. And so, yeah, just check your Wi-Fi when you're in parks. You never know who you might find. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Oh, yeah, you're way away from the tree. You're good. That's probably one of the easiest pullouts we've had.
I know, really.
Hold this.
Hello, America. Uh-oh. Sean doesn't have it together.
Sean wants a new phone, so she threw her phone on the floor.
Well, that's one way of getting what you want.
I said my phone won't charge because it's finally not being used for Google right now. Alright, y'all, so we stopped at the TA truck stop just outside of Carthage, Texas, on our way to Monroe, Louisiana. And right now the TA on the sign says it's $4.99, which, at the Loves and Pilots, it's like $5.29. Anyways, according to our TSD card, we should get it for $4.06. So that's a huge discount, and that's what we're doing right now. Hey y'all, so we are at a truck stop. There's 18-wheeler right there, but it's got cows back there. I don't know if you can see them, and we're just stopping to eat lunch. Matthew's eating. Because where we're at, or the route that we're on, is mainly like highways, and they don't usually put rest areas on highways, and we love to eat lunch at a rest area, but instead we found the TA, like I mentioned earlier, with our TSD card, and then after we fueled up, we came and parked back here so we could have lunch. And now our next stop is our Harvest Host, and we're really trying to get there by 2 so we can tour the museum, and we're really excited about it. Y'all, we are leaving Texas, and we went north, but we didn't go that far north. We're still in the south. But we are above I-10, but it's March, and did y'all just see that snow?
Ain't south enough.
We in trouble. You want to see it again? Here's some more. This is I-20 between Shreveport and Monroe, Louisiana. Look at this. And what is today? March 12th?
Yeah.
March 12th, y'all, and there's snow on the ground on I-20 East. How do you feel about the snow on the ground?
Like we should have stayed south.
Ugh.
Instead of chasing 70, we're chasing 32.
Yeah, we thought that, us as RVers, we would chase 70-degree weather, and like he said, we've been chasing the low 30s or below 30s. In fact, tonight where we're going, it's going to be what?
28, 29.
Yeah, but at least we're not going to be hooked up, so we don't have to worry about the water, but we will turn our tank heaters on. Also, one other thing, I work on Reels for TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and Facebook Reels, so follow us on our other social media platforms because we don't put everything on YouTube, and you'll get to see some of our funny
Hey y'all, we're at our harvest host. It's the, I'll probably butcher this, the Chenault Aviation Museum in West Monroe, Louisiana. The curator's already come out to see us and we're gonna head in.
And it's cold.
Oh, it's cold and windy, very windy.
And there's snow on the side of the road.
Alright, these planes are currently being restored. They are not being restored to fly, they are just being restored for static display. Look how big this engine is. This is the inside of that plane that I just showed you. Look at this. There's the bathroom. See?
Alright, so I stand here. There he goes, folks. The backer upper. I'll tell you when to stop. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. About, yeah, a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay.
Oh, there's the moon.
Will it work?
I'm
Is
not
it
going to be able to open and close the door. I got
just
to go further away.
You didn't even try the door though, just right. So we gotta do
The door
the
has to be on level ground.
how far all over do you need to be?
Well, let me see.
One of the disadvantages of having these stairs.
Not much, so 2.5 feet more.
So you're just gonna pull forward? You're just gonna pull forward?
Yeah.
I guess because of our stairs, no one else is gonna be parking in this spot. Keep bringing it back. There, but you're like way away from the curb. You want to get out and look. And so we're running the cord. We're probably going to need our extension cord, but how cool is that? They have 3 30-amp boxes for RVers. And they said they provide water. Where was the water hookup?
I don't know, but we probably won't need it.
Well, we don't want to because it's going to be freezing tonight. Moment of truth. Are we level?
We're dead on front to back,
Yeah.
and we're pretty close left to right. Good enough for
Good.
Good morning, everybody. We're on Harvest Host again this morning, and let's see what kind of view we have outside. Look at that, another beautiful Harvest Host sunrise. You see that? It's always a beautiful day when you stay at a Harvest Host. I know I sound like a commercial. And last night we were told by the museum that we are supposed to be the only people here. But there's John and Donna of Cottywomple Travelers. They are on Instagram and Facebook, and they make it into YouTube, so they need y'all's support. Look at this though. It is just a beautiful day. The sky is blue. I don't see any clouds. Birds are chirping. Hardly any traffic, although there was traffic last night. It woke me up a few times because, let me show you. We are by, it doesn't look like a major intersection, but it is. A lot of cars pass through there overnight, but it's not nearly as busy as it was yesterday, so it's not bad right now. You see their helicopter. Oh, the people in this museum. After we got done with talking with the people at the museum, we got to go to their airfield, which I'll show you here in just a minute. And then one of their volunteers heard that we were at the airfield and got all excited, so he gave us a private tour around all of their planes and all of their projects. We even got to go in the hangar and see what they're working on. It's kind of hard to see with the sun, so bear with me. But there's their airfield. They're eventually, under these pavilions, which they have to get repaired, they're going to put the planes under there when they're finished. There's one on each side. And if you come here, there's a box over there, 30 amp, and then over here, right over here, there's 2 more boxes for 30 amp. So they have enough for, like, say, us parked along the curb. And then the Class B, van lifer, maybe small Class C right up in here. So anyhow, we got out of the museum after talking with 2 of them, actually, a man and a woman. And then the guy came over to the airfield to give us a private tour, which was cool. And then one of the other volunteers wanted to know if we needed help backing in, which we did not, but then we got to talking to him. His name was Whit. He was a fabulous guy to talk to. Really good guy. And so his friend came by after that. He wanted to talk about sliding hitches and an RV, because he's about to get an RV, 35-foot RV. And it was just great. And then John and Donna pull in, and they got here at the last minute. We were going to be the only ones, and here they are. It was just fantastic. We love meeting people, getting to talk with people. This Harvest Host we thought would just be a simple museum, but it ended up being a really good stay.
There goes our new friends. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Let's hit it.
Mississippi.
Welcome to Mississippi. It's our second time to Mississippi in the RV.
Yep.
And we are headed to North Mississippi this time, which will be our first time in North Mississippi with the RV.
Yep, our first time to camp out at Lake Sardis in a COE.
Yeah. Not looking forward to all the ups and downs of the Mississippi roads called Yazoo Clay. But speaking of the roads, Shreveport.
What is going on with you, Shreveport? Come on. It's like driving on a cheese grater. It's terrible.
It was so bad. I was gripping that door handle really tight, and I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm not helping anything.
They ought to put up a sign that says free interior redecorating for all RVs.
Right.
I-20 through Shreveport, cheese grater.
Yes. Just bring it straight back. You got maybe 3 more feet before the snap pads. Maybe stop there and I'll let you get out and see. Good morning from the BDR RV. It's a Friday morning, it's a work day, and Matthew's putting his shoes on. You know, y'all, we work from home, so why are you putting your shoes on?
Well, it goes like this. This is Friday. As of Wednesday night, our refrigerator, you know we have those glorious Lippert sensors in there that tell us on our phones what temperature it is. Well, our fridge was hanging around 39 degrees, and you know 40 degrees is the safe zone. That's when stuff gets bad. So then yesterday afternoon, which is Thursday afternoon, what do you think happened? Of course, it got up into the low 40s, and it just got worse from there. So it's not like it's not working at all, but the refrigerator is like 47 degrees right now, according to Lippert, and we have a secondary thermometer in there, Accurite, which is also wireless. It's in a slightly lower position, and it reads 2 degrees colder. So 45 down here, 47 up here. Phooey, that doesn't work. So the freezer is holding its own at like 31 degrees. So that's basically our new refrigerator.
Bye.